you know, before, and have a seat if you have a chair. As many of you know, before I was elected vice president and before I was elected a United States senator, I was an elected attorney general and an elected district attorney. And before that, I was a courtroom prosecutor. So in those roles, I took on perpetrators of all kinds. Predators who abused women, fraudsters who ripped off consumers, cheaters who broke the rules for their own gain. So hear me when I say, I know Donald Trump's type. I know the type. And I have been dealing with people like him my entire career. For example, as Attorney General of California, I took on one of our country's largest for-profit colleges that was scamming students. Well, Donald Trump ran a for-profit college that scammed students. As a prosecutor, I specialized in child sexual abuse cases and sexual abuse cases. Well, Trump was found liable for committing sexual abuse. And as an attorney general, I held the big Wall Street banks accountable for fraud. Donald Trump was just found guilty of fraud, 34 counts. So in this campaign,
lock him up. Lock him up.
I will proudly put my record against his any day of the week. Any day of the week. Including, for example, on the issue of immigration. So I was the Attorney General of a border state. In that job, I walked underground tunnels between the United States and Mexico on that border with law enforcement officers. I went after transnational gangs, drug cartels, and human traffickers that came into our country illegally. I prosecuted them in case after case, and I won. Donald Trump, on the other hand, has been talking a big game about securing our border, but he does not walk the walk. Or as my friend Quavo would say, he does not walk it like he talks it.
Talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers, none of that shit that's on TV, you know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood, the hood view, you know? Representation of black people, period, on the bench, because we don't know who Clarence Thomas is representing. He's sitting on the Supreme Court, sitting on a bench, smelling like cocoa butter.
3, 4, 5. We live. Welcome to Hoodview Politics, where we're going to a deep, detailed dive into politics from a hood point of view. I'm Rabbit Jones.
And I am Tony, the #1 soul brother. And welcome to the Hoodview Politics Friday night live stream.
Best to believe it. We got a lot to get into. We talking about vice president picks. You know what I'm saying? We talking about getting shot, but because you holding a pot. You know what I'm saying? We talking about MAGA. MAGA reaction to the black lady running.
Yeah.
The black lady.
Oh, there you go.
Now,
Yeah,
first of
yeah.
all, tonight, me and my man, the number one soul brother, is live doing history, guys. Tonight is the night that the first black woman in the history of the United States has now been nominated to a major party, the Democratic Party, to be exact. It is all she wrote. She got the delegates. She got the votes. It is official. Today, the first black woman to ever be nominated for president, Kamala Harris. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
What's going on with you?
Oh, same old. I just been trying to keep up with what's going on.
It's history in the making tonight.
Shit just coming at you right and left.
Now, I understand a lot of y'all don't like what's happening right now. I get it. It ain't going the way you like it, MAGA. I know. I get it. I felt that way a few weeks ago. The way you feel now, I get it, MAGAs. You all right? There's a breath of fresh air in the politics. And all of a sudden, a black woman is officially tonight. Is the first black woman to be nominated in history. Now, you redneck pigs and you MAGAs want to take our shine. You don't even want her to be black. You just want her to be Indian, and that would be it for you. You know, you want to stop there. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is, she is a black lady. And you can't take it. You know what I'm saying? How you feel about this whole MAGA burn? I don't know what they're going into. Meltdown?
Oh, the meltdown? I mean, it's been like a 2-week meltdown, and this shit is just getting worse. You got Trump tripping. Man, it is so MAGA meltdown is so bad that today, well, let's start with yesterday. Well, we're gonna go back to Wednesday. Wednesday, Trump managed to get back in the news by making an ass of himself at the NABJ. Made an ass of himself, got back in the news. So people, was paying attention to him, listening to all this little she ain't black, she Indian, and all this other shit going on Rachel Scott and all that shit. So he got some attention. But then the attention he got was short-lived because the next day, Biden got 18 hostages back. Fucked them up. Just whatever little momentum or whatever little attention he thought he was getting went right out the window. So even though he said that one of the hostages that as soon as he get elected that Putin was gonna let him go and Putin was gonna only release him to him. Okay, that's some bullshit. So then that just fucked him up. Then they spend the whole day today, or they spend a good portion of today on a low down, no good piece of shit, Kyle Rittenhouse. Those of y'all don't know who Kyle Rittenhouse is. He was the dumb motherfucker, that little hunky. I shouldn't even get racist like that, but he's that little white boy that went to, I think Milwaukee doing George Floyd protest, and he came from another state and shot them people and killed them and got away with it. He comes out and say he not voting for Trump because Trump ain't good on the Second Amendment, so he gonna write in Ron Paul or some dumb shit like that. it got so bad with this little nothing. You know, Donald Trump had issued a statement on Truth Social about that little bag of nothing. A long one at that, talking about he did him favors, he supported him. Kyle Rittenhouse killed more people than he did, and all this other shit. It is bad for MAGA right now. MAGA is in a fucked up ass place, and you know what? They deserve it.
Let's talk about that for a minute, right? The race was 2 weeks ago. Biden, Trump, right? Now, everybody got to understand, like we just told you now, they just voted on the nominee, right? Today. It's history, right? So everything that happened before this is almost irrelevant, to be honest with you. Because what you have is each party running a campaign and trying to figure out who they want to nominate, right? And that's what you saw for the last year, right? Now, since that ended, it's been 4 months ago, which is put you back in where Trump was in trial. So to me, the race is just starting now, no matter who was the nominee, right? But the only problem was both of these people ran before. Biden is president. Trump been running for 10 years and was president before. So everybody's looking at this as some stale shit. Like, we had y'all. We want something different. We had both of y'all before. You feel me? Like, enough with y'all too. And the Democratic Party did something drastic, right? And put in the vice president, who is a black female, which is really drastic, right? But in hindsight, they had no other choice to try something. This is almost like breaking the glass, emergency glass, right? And when you look at the whole thing, what's making MAGA mad, right, is one, it's not Biden no more, right? It's not an old white man, just like they got an old white man. So with the average American, especially black or Hispanic or just a minority that not into politics like me and you, they just look at them as two white men. What the fuck they gonna do for us? To me, they both racist. So now what? You feel me? So now, once Democrats make a move like that, pull one of them out and make people have to make changes now. Like, bruh, if you ain't noticing, not only MAGA meltdown is the black MAGAs, right? Remember I told you, this is going to be a situation where black MAGAs have to make their mind up, right? How far do you go with the hate? Because at the time you had two white people where your hate was justified almost, where you just picked one racist over another as far as you was concerned, right? But once is a black woman placed in that position, it made black MAGAs have to wake up to something. The black MAGAs that was making his numbers look like he was getting some black people to vote for him. The black men. They had to realize something. Hold on. What am I doing? Right? Okay, do I keep supporting this white supremacist? In their mind, he not, but they really know he is. And now it's a black woman here. How far do I even go with this? And how do I live in my community if I keep being this MAGA? You know what I'm saying? So you can see the motherfucker Charlemagne the Gods. You can actually see Stephen A.
Oh,
you can see all these people slamming on brakes and trying to make a whole buck of you. And try to act like, hell, you know what? You know I'm that black motherfucker. I defend my sisters type shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
You see where I'm at now? So it makes them, it really makes people have to make a decision. And those two already made their decision quickly. Whether you notice or not. Charlemagne the God already just, I'm with her, right? He ain't gonna let it go further where it could fuck anything up from this point on because she's a black female, period. So he just automatically, before he can even gather his thoughts and get his talking points, I'm endorsing her. You feel me? Get that out the way. Then you got Stephen A. doing a whole 360. on his podcast. So now he looking like he defending the Democrats. Even the people in his comments, even like, you doing a 360. Because it's so obvious that you're not acting like the same way you were. And me and Tony been telling y'all that these people gonna have to make a huge decision here. That it's not Biden no more. And so what Trump want to do is the blunt that is tell half of Black America that she not Black. Don't take her as that. You feel me? And that's the strategy that he had going into that motherfucking you know what I'm saying? That Black open meeting he had. You muted.
Can you hear me? All right, there you go. All right. It's a lot in there.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to go back. We're gonna have to go back over the last 2-3 podcasts because a lot that was said in there was already said. Last podcast, we talked about it. The electorate has changed. The electorate, the people are Gen Z, and millennials. Millennials and Gen Z. Us, who are Gen X, we are now the old heads. We the old heads of the electorate. So, with it being Gen Z and millennials, yeah, you're right. They didn't want to see two old. They didn't want to see two old white men go at it again. So they was ecstatic when Biden dropped out and Harris was put on the ticket. And if you think about it, before all this was done, even Nikki Haley was the one who called it. She called it. She said the first party that dumped their 80-year-old candidate is going to be the one that win the race, to win the presidency. So she called it.
But do you look at that? See, people on national TV is trying to figure out why Trump did that, right? And again, we coming off the streets. I'm analyzing shit from a distance, right? But they try to figure out why he go there. And it's so clear and obvious in his mind, right? If he go here, and to him, it's dropping a bomb in the Black community of Camilla not Black. That was his whole goal of being here. And other than that, he was going to lie and start lying about what he did with community, with Black communities. But he saw it was going to be some type of sweet thing where he going to just lie about our shit, what he did for us, what he really didn't, and then float around till he can get to the part where he could just be like, Camilla, she's not Black. And that's why he was there. He was there to divide Black people. Period. He's not there to get no Black people votes. He don't give a fuck about you. I guarantee you for the next couple of weeks, he's not even reaching out to more Black people. He done with that. He really done with that. He really done with that shit now. In his mind, he got to get out as many white people as possible now. Period. To be here. There's no other way he can be here. So now he got to go completely full racist. And that's just bottom line. And all y'all MAGAs that's out there thinking he not racist, y'all see it. Y'all see it on display that the boy is a full racist pig, right? And for you be a Black person, sit there and watch him, you got to make your decision here. You can't try to make somebody else believe that he's not a racist, right? You can't try to make somebody believe she's not Black. Like, stand on facts for a minute and talk to people straight. And once you do that, you're going to realize you're talking really fucking dumb. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Okay. Before we get to that, let me back it up for 1 second. When you was talking about the Charlemagne's and Stephen A's,
yeah,
the Mark Lamont Hills, and so on and so forth.
They trying to buckle you, yeah.
They're trying to buckle you now because what has happened the last 2 going on 3 weeks now, about to start the 3rd week now, is something you can feel it. Hell. not only can you feel it, you can see it. You see something that's happening, and it's something you haven't seen happen since 2008 in Obama. You can put them on the same level. 2008 and 2024 is you can really compare them.
True.
People like that would be on the right side of history. When the story is finally told, and
That's
it's
what I'm
all
saying.
over, and if she wins and she becomes the first woman president, the first woman president of color, and a second president of color, they want to be able to say that I supported her. I was there with.
Exactly.
I was in on it.
They
You
don't
know,
want to look
that's what
crazy
they
at the end.
do.
It
But-
lose money for them.
But this is the issue with that part. The Stephen A's. See, I'll be on the net a lot. The Stephen A's and Charlemagne's people, and a lot of the people that was behind pushing Biden out the way they pushed him out. A lot of them, they're trying to change the narrative and change the story that they was with her all along. When these same people, as close as a year ago, was pressing Biden to push her off the ticket, to put somebody else in. They didn't want Biden or her on the ticket. But what happened was when Biden dropped out and he endorsed her, and the way everybody got behind her, they ain't had no choice but to get behind her. So now they got to change their story and act like they was behind her the whole fucking time. That's where all of them is coming from. All of them, it's stuff that they just want to be on the right side of history, to say that when the story is told, oh yeah, that's, I was one of the ones I voted for. I supported her. What they didn't expect, a lot of them didn't expect at when Biden dropped out, that he did it like he did it. He did it on a Sunday afternoon, and then he immediately endorsed her. They did not expect, and I think a lot of people didn't expect, Biden and hers to be as popular and have as much support as they got, and it fucked them up.
Now, if anybody don't have the feeling of what we talking about, or didn't see or hear Trump talk this day, I want everybody to listen to this real quick.
Play that, then we can get on that.
Thank you.
If you've ever dreamed of owning an apartment complex and you live near one of these cities, then you've got.
First of all, when he first came, let me back up a little bit, matter of fact. As you can see right now, as Trump is coming onto the stage, who was the first person to shake his hand? Watch this. In fact, the only person to shake his hand and say, "How you doing? Congrats for," you know what I'm saying, for being here.
Giving us an hour of your time. I want to start by addressing the elephant in the room, sir. A lot of people did not think it was appropriate for you to be here today. You have pushed false claims about some of your rivals, from Nikki Haley to former President Barack Obama, saying that they were not born in the United States, which is not true. You have told 4 congresswomen of color who were American citizens to go back to where they came from. You have used words like animal and rabid to describe Black district attorneys. You've attacked Black journalists, calling them a loser, saying the questions that they ask are, quote, stupid and racist. You've had dinner with a white supremacist at your Mar-a-Lago resort. So my question, sir, now that you are asking Black supporters to vote for you, why should Black voters trust you after you have used language like that?
All right, before he go, right? As you listen to the question, Just the first question. That's clear. We understand just the first question. What part of that question, as she delivered it, that was nasty and mean?
The question was legitimate. The question was legitimate, and it wasn't nasty. It wasn't mean. It wasn't mean spirited. It wasn't none of that. It was a legitimate question because this is actually what you did. She pulled him up on what he said about black people and women because his opponent happens to be a black woman. Okay. She didn't make up nothing. She didn't pull nothing out the air. She ain't pull nothing out of ass. She confronted him with his own words, what he said. Nobody said this. Donald Trump said this. So wasn't nothing wrong with the question. It was, well, after I'll get into what I feel it was all about after we, finish all that. But the question was legitimate.
First, I'm gonna go ahead and play a little bit, but like these things came out of your mouth. We are black. You are in the black congregation here. You the almost only white person in this bitch. You the only white person running for president. You actually said stuff out your fucking mouth that makes black people mad at you. So let me ask you this first. Period. Why would you think we supposed to motherfucking believe you now? It's just an obvious question to ask the motherfucker, bruh.
Look,
I don't understand how it's hostile. I'm real confused on that.
This is his thing. The dude don't do. He only really do interviews with friendly outlets, Fox News, Newsmax, somebody, or if he go out of the way and do something, somebody he can run over. He never was going to would do or did do an interview with a black news outlet. He was never going to go. He was never going to do an interview with BET. He never was going to do an interview with TV One. He was never, damn sure wasn't going to sit down with Roland Martin. He wasn't going to sit down with Karen Hunter. He wasn't going to sit down with DL or Steve Harvey or none of them.
I got some. My problem with that is, like, and my first instinct is when they said they was going to do this is why, right? I don't know what you're doing that for. You're racist. Why you bringing them on that, right? But now after stepping back and listening to this shit, this is what, like, he been running for president for 9 years. Only white people been interviewing him, literally for 9 years. Only white people, right?
Yeah.
And you see the difference in when black people interview him. He just had a fucking debate 2 weeks ago, and we didn't get none of this out of him. None, zero.
Yeah.
Because you had two white people there. First of all, it was full of shit, piece of shit, Tapper. Then this motherfucker gonna come over later on and say he called Tapper on and congratulate him on a good debate. What?
This would piss me off.
Been on TV ever since then and never even once said, hey, Trump called me. Right? That's the first thing. Take him the fuck off TV. That's that bullshit. That means using a debate full of shit. Salt.
This what got me.
We saw that. And when he called you and fucking congratulated you, that told you were soft for him.
Yeah.
Real simple. Like, what?
Yeah.
Why did he call you, bro? And you don't tell nobody you did that.
Just like that would piss me off about Harris Faulkner. Right? I don't want to call a sister out her name or whatever, but I don't like her ass. Period. The things that he said out his mouth about women and black people in particular.
We about to get to that.
You're done. You have to when you get him in a setting like this, and you are a black journalist, you have to call him on this because you're never going to get him. He's never going to do this again. So you got to get it in right then and there because he's never going to do this again.
That's my point, but my overall point is he only been interview about white people. So white people only go by polls and whatever the fuck polls are to ask them quick shit. Black people know what the fuck to ask them, right? These three, well, two black women really know what to ask them. They was asking them black issues, right? And that first question was a black issue. It was just plain and simple, bro.
But that was the issue.
First of all,
That was the issue. The difference we had about the interview he did with Kristen Welker when she first got Meet the Press, and he basically lied and lied and lied, and she didn't call him out on it. You had somebody there in Rachel Scott that said, "Fuck this." She already knew. She probably said a long time ago, "If I ever interview this motherfucker, I know what the first question is that I'm gonna ask him, and I'm gonna light his ass up."
But overall, though, like it take black women to set shit straight.
I don't think I've ever been asked a question so in such a horrible manner. First question. You don't even say, hello, how are you? Are you with ABC? Because I think they're a fake news network, a terrible network.
All right, first of all, he said you don't even say hi, nothing. Like I pointed out, she was literally the only person that shook his hand and spoke to him.
Only one that greeted him.
Literally.
And I think it's disgraceful that I came here in good spirit. I love the black population of this country.
The black population. Why would he talk to, when he talk about black people, it's just so odd, bro. He says it odd.
I've done so much for the black population of this country, including employment, including opportunity zones with Senator Tim Scott of South Carolina, which is one of the greatest programs ever for black work.
All right, let's stop right there, Tom. I know you want to get into that. He told two lies right there and there.
Well,
Unemployment and opportunity zones. 2 lies.
well, let's start. Let's start with one. We already know the employment and employing black people is some bullshit. Because Al Sharpton got on it was his show, might have been his show on MSNBC, but he was on MSNBC, and he said point blank, "I have been up to Trump Towers 1,000 times for 1,000 different reasons." He said, I've known Donald Trump for the longest time and dealt with it, and I've been up to Trump Towers. He has never had one black person working for him in Trump Towers. On what's that damn show, The Apprentice? That was the show.
Yeah.
He did everything in his power he could do to not make that black man that should have won win, and he did.
He did do that. Co winner or some shit.
Yeah, yeah. We know about the discrimination with the apartments and marking black people's application with a C. We know all about that. Look, the dude he was planning on. All right, let me back it. He was planning on just saying this shit and getting away with it. That was the issue. The whole issue was why it started a half hour late, because they was gonna they wanted to fact check him in real time, and he didn't want to do it, and he didn't want fact checking in real time. So they ended up with he'll be fact checked, but we'll fact check him online. Bullshit. Because if the people watching and the people paying attention and the people in the audience, if he lie, they'll never. What they gonna go back later and catch the fact check? That's bullshit right there. So he didn't want that. Harris Faulkner was there because he requested her. He wanted her there because she made him feel comfortable, and he knew that she wasn't going to press him. The other girl that was there, she was there, but I don't think she was ready. She wasn't ready for that spot with a dude like that. Rachel Scott, another story. She was ready and probably been waiting for the longest time. So he, in the beginning, I think he thought that he could go up in there and do what he wanted to do. tell him, well, fuck it, I'm Donald Trump. Y'all ain't gonna fact check me. Just like he got away with it with CNN at the debate, where he told that where he made a deal with them not to be fact checked. And Dana Bash and Jake Tapper let him get away with all types of shit. And then blame motherfucking Biden for him not being fact checked. How the fuck you in the debate? You can't debate and fact check at the same time. That's bullshit. So
workers and black entrepreneurs done so much. And, you know, and I say this, historically black colleges and universities were out of money. They were stone cold broke. And I saved them and I gave them long-term financing and nobody else was doing it. I think it's a very rude introduction. I don't know exactly why you would do something like that. And let me go a step further. I was invited here and I was told my opponent, whether it was Biden or Kamala, I was told my opponent was going to be here. It turned out my opponent isn't here. You invited me under false pretense. And then you said, you can't do it with Zoom. Well, you know, where's Zoom? She's going to do it with Zoom and she's not coming. And then you were half an hour late, just so we understand. I have too much respect for you to be late. They couldn't get their equipment working or something was
Mr.
wrong.
President, I would love
think
if you
it's
can
a
answer the
very
question
nasty
on your rhetoric
question.
and why you
I
believe
have
that
answered
black
the
voters
question.
should trust you with another
I
4
have
years.
been the best president for the black population since Abraham Lincoln. That's my answer.
Better than President
That's
Johnson,
my
who signed the
answer.
Voting Rights
And
Act.
for you to start off a question and answer period, especially when you're 35 minutes late because you couldn't get your
You got
equipment
to
to
step
work
out back.
in such a hostile manner, I think it's a disgrace.
Let me just ask a follow-up, sir, and then we'll move on to other questions here. Some of your own supporters, including Republicans on Capitol Hill, have labeled Vice President Kamala Harris, who is the first Black and Asian American woman to serve as vice president and be on a major party ticket, as a DEI hire. Is that acceptable language to you? And will you tell those Republicans and those supporters to stop it?
How do you define DEI? Go ahead. How do you define
Diversity, equity, and inclusion?
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Is that what your definition?
Give me
a definition then. Would you give me a definition of that? Give me a definition.
Sir, I'm asking you a question,
No,
a
you
very
have to
direct
define
question.
it. Define it for me, if you will.
I just defined it, sir. Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is only on the ticket because she is a Black woman?
Well, I can say, no, I think it's maybe a little bit different. So I've known her a long time indirectly, not directly very much. And she was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was Black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn Black.
You got to step out back.
So I don't know, is she Indian or is she Black?
She has always identified as a Black woman.
I
She went to a
respect
historically
either
Black
one.
college.
I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't, because she was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn and she became a Black person.
Just to be clear, sir, do you believe
I
that she
think
is
somebody should look into that too when you ask continue in a very hostile, nasty tone.
It's a direct question, sir. Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is a DEI hire, as some Republicans
I really don't
have
know.
said?
I mean, I really don't know. Could be. There are some, and there are plenty. I know this lady right over there, Harris, is a fantastic person who just interviewed me at length.
Wait, it's so much in that little package, bro.
yes, it is.
Oh my God. First of all, bro, shouts out to the motherfucking moderator, bro. Not only was she giving them questions, he was real hostile, and she kept her composure the whole time, right? It was like, sir, I'm just asking you a point blank. You know what I'm saying? She never got out of her way with nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nothing was too flustered for. This was actually the former president of the United States. Everybody know him as the hugest pig racist on earth. And you 2 inches away from him. Now, the other girls wasn't that close to him. She was. And she literally still. The first question she asked him, she said, you said Obama wasn't born here. That was not true. She said it from the beginning. That was not true. So that from that first 3 words, he was mad because you started off your joint telling him that birthing shit wasn't true. You feel me, Tony?
Yeah.
So that's what got him mad as fuck from the beginning. So after that, he was just mad, right? And she kept burning him after that. So that he was mad as fuck. What's up, OnlyFans?
What's going on?
You seen that video before?
Yeah, not only that, he was trying to manipulate the conversation to being like a true dictator would. Like me, I'm always right. I'm always right. Kiss my ass, fuck you. If you ain't about what I'm doing, fuck you too. That's basically what you doing right now.
Bruh, I mean, what do you think about the overall him there saying what he said? What make you think he was there to say that? Why would he say that? What is that for? To say that Kamala Harris is not black. What is that? What is that for?
Because he's doing what works. He knows as much as we all know on our own community that we're a barrel of a crab. Put each other down, no problem. When he said that,
Exactly.
black mangas came out and said the same exact thing. He right, this, that, third.
All on Twitter, man, all over the place. I'm going back and forth with clowns. Like, what do you keep telling me she Indian for? Why? Why are you telling me that though? Yeah, it's confusing. It's like you skipping. All right, she said she was motherfucking.
It's just they believe the lies that he's telling.
But she said she was Indian. But that's all they want to hear is that part.
But at the same time, I also thought
they want to hear that part. I don't get it.
At the same time, I also thought of it like this: those manga people that he's speaking to, I'm sorry to say, but they are crack babies. Just point blank, they're crack babies.
Now, what we're gonna do this week right here, since we talking about this, is something we do. We put our black women on a pedestal like they should be, right? And we give respect to the black women's. And this week, our Cocoa Blood Black Women of the Week is Rachel Scott,
the journalist,
for standing in front of that racist fucking pig and giving it to him, giving them something no white journalists for 9 years, except for Harbaugh, been able to get out of him. Period. He been skating alone. Everybody's scared of him. Harbaugh, Chris Matthews was the only person not scared of. And he got some shit out of him. When you're not scared of him is when you're going to get shit out of him. You're going to get him mad because you're not scared of him. You feel me? That lady was sitting in front of him, was not scared of him. So it made him mad. You're not sucking my dick, right? And then when she go into DEI, is the vice president of DEI? Some people maybe. This lady right here, she interviewed me. Why he bring her up in the DEI joint? The lady from Fox. Y'all didn't notice that?
Yeah. Look.
Why would in the sentence of him talking about DEI, right? And she asked him about the vice president. He stopped and said, maybe. It's a lot of people. A lot of people they do DEI. And then gonna look at the Fox analyst and say, she interviewed me. Are you saying she a DEI? Like what the hell was that?
Nah, this is what he's saying. And
did not catch that?
I caught it, but check this out. This is what he's saying and what he's doing. Sometimes people, and we do it too. You look into the shit that Donald Trump doing, and the answer to what he's doing is so simple, and we tend to try to make it more complicated than it is. The whole thing about this is he had a black woman sitting in his face, not 5 feet away from him, calling his ass out, and he couldn't take it. That's the thing.
My point is,
that's why he brought Harris Faulkner up and said she interviewed me, because when she interviewed him, she let him get away with murder. He could do and say what he wanted, but you got this young 32-year-old black woman up and coming in the business in his face, calling him out on every fucking thing that he done said in less than a minute.
No,
And that's what fucked him up.
so what I'm
Driving
saying,
him crazy.
watch how he listen.
It's a direct question, sir. Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is a DEI hire, as some
I really
Republicans have
don't know.
said?
I mean, I really don't know. Could be. There are some, and there are plenty. I know this lady right over there.
Right there. Did y'all catch that?
Yeah.
He said, I don't know. Some people are. I know this lady right over there. Like, what was that? He just
That's an insult.
he did DEI.
Always
But you know
identified as a
what?
black
I
woman. She went to a
respect either
historically black
one.
college.
I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't.
One thing I love about Rachel, right? Every lie he said, like this lie she said, she come from a historical black college, but go ahead, right? And the first thing he lied about something, but she was like, that's not true. But so you cannot deny that she did what she's supposed to do on this stage that day. Can't nobody be like, oh, you was just bullshit. Like Roland Martin to me, like Roland Martin is one of the motherfucking everybody don't know Roland Martin is one of the motherfucking black media, one of the lead motherfucking journalists, right? In black media. And he member of this motherfucking joint. And to me, people like him are just mad and jealous. First, that he wasn't involved with this whole thing. First, second, even if they did do this whole thing, he still ain't put him in it. Shit, you feel me? So to him, it's just like he lashing out, like this shit shouldn't happen. He mad at everybody and all this shit, right? The point is,
would have never got that. They would have never put him in it. They would have never put Roland Martin in that position to do that interview or do that Q&A anyway, because Trump wouldn't have did it. The only way Trump did it is Trump got one that he requested in Harris Faulkner. The other girl was young and really wasn't ready for prime time to fuck with him in the way that he acts. And
none of that matters. None of that matters. It doesn't matter. Even the girl in the front with the blue that bust his ass, the girl in the middle still asked good ass questions. Like, what did you want to take a test?
But see, Roland Martin would have took it to another level. He would have turned the heat up.
It would have went with Roland Martin. It would have went somewhere that
Roland Martin would have turned the heat up.
Oh shit! You
cannot turn the heat up higher than what they did.
Yeah, yes, you can.
Roland Martin would.
Yes,
can Roland Martin ask him? They didn't ask him. Tony, listen, pay attention, bro. She listed off everything racist he said and asked him why he did that. And you think black people? What would Roland Martin can do different from that? She said the upper bitch in the middle. Hold on. The bitch in the middle asked the nigga about a cognitive test, right? Asked him would he take a cognitive test. He said yes.
Mm-hmm.
Who white motherfucker got him to say that? Roland Martin wouldn't have got him to say that, bro. That's the
Roland
point.
Martin wouldn't have got
at all. The shit that these got out of him. Hold on. I know you.
Roland Martin got through with him. He would have asked. He would have asked him about the Central Park 5.
None of that matters. Hold on.
He would have asked him about the motherfucker.
Why would you ask him about that? Everybody know about that.
Came out. He don't want no.
Hold on.
Roland Martin.
Again, Roland Martin is irrelevant. That's why he's so mad. He would have fucked the whole thing up because he looked at the debate, motherfucking Trump, and that's not what this was. This was a Q&A. All you doing is asking him questions, and period. That's it.
Yeah, I agree with you there. You right.
Roland Martin would have
ate him up.
And that would have worked.
It would have been a roast session.
You would have never got these shit out of him that you got out of him that day because he would have left.
He would have never get it out of him because he's never going to do the interview with nobody like Roland Martin. He's never going to do an interview with Roland Martin.
That's the same reason. That's the same reason why he won't debate Kamala Harris.
Right. He's never going to do it with him. He's never going to talk to Joy Reid. He's never going to talk to.
Why do that? You missing the point.
None of them type of people because he didn't expect that out of her. That's why he
you missing the point.
He didn't expect that.
Hold on. Either one of these girls are qualified. You might could say shorty in the front making interviewing, right? But naturally, shorty in the middle is just somewhere she just happened to be. Yeah, right.
He just want an easy way out and people there for the Q&A.
Hold on.
He thought he was gonna get a fluff. He thought it was gonna be fluff. And then when shorty came out there and she came out hard, it fucked him up.
You missing what I'm telling you.
fluff.
Roland Martin could not ask him anything different with anyone that asked him, bruh.
Don't
It's
believe that.
nothing he could have asked her.
Don't believe that.
Nothing. He could have asked Trump that these women did not ask him, bruh.
If he had a Roland Martin or Joy Reid on that motherfucking stage,
listening to
they cut it off. They cut it off with her after what 30 minutes.
You're not trying to understand what I'm saying.
Off after 10.
Jay, you get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying because Roland Martin is not really his cup of tea. If he would have asked him a few questions, he would have left.
Thank you. So therefore, you will not get what you got out of him. You will not got none of those things done.
Yeah.
So therefore,
Yeah, they did. I'm not gonna
got
lie.
a lot out of him. Most white motherfuckers that's interviewing him not got none of this shit out of him, bro.
Yeah, because what do we say?
No excuse for why. The problem is they did.
He only
would not
people he can run over. That's all he does.
You're not listening.
Exactly.
You're not listening.
Friendly. He's going to friendly media. He's going to Fox News. He's going to Newsmax. He's going to Tucker Carlson. He's going to Jesse Waters. He's going to them type of people. He's going to Sean Hannity. People that's going to let him say what he wants to say. And if he go outside of that, he's going to be somebody he can run over.
Stay with me. We stand with the convention. All black. That's what this was at. That's where they was at, right? Stay there. This is where we at. And those three women asked questions that Roland Martin couldn't have done anything different. All he could have done different was blow the stage up because he wanted to debate him. That's all he could have done different.
Right.
And Trump would
that's why they couldn't have him there.
Thank you.
Because he would have burnt the turkey.
Therefore,
roasting it.
Therefore, when you have therefore, when you have somebody there that got everything out of him, Roland Martin would have never done this. That's what he need to understand. It's not about you, Roland Martin, all the fucking time. We get it. You one of the great medias, black medias. It's not about you, motherfucker. We don't give a fuck about you being a card holder or whatever the fuck. That shit is irrelevant, bruh. Trying to get shit out of this clown, right? And these three women, well, two, got a lot out of him, bruh. That Roland Martin, Joy Reid, none of them will got out of him. Period. Because they have been stuck on trying to debate him.
Because they got it out of them because they'll never get the opportunity. You got to understand this. When people like Trump do shit like this, and especially when he going into a hostile environment or potential hostile environment, he negotiates shit. He wasn't getting anybody that was a serious that he thought, I ain't gonna say was, that he thought would get in his ass, wasn't getting on that stage. That's why he asked for Harris Faulkner. He knew Harris Faulkner wasn't going but so far. He knew the other girl, she's basically unknown except in media types. And then Rachel Scott, she's only 32 years old. 32-year-old young black girl. He thought he could run over her. And when she came out blasting on that ass, you're like, oh, wait a minute. He thought it was going to be fluff. He thought he was going to go in there, say what he wanted to say, lie how he wanted to lie. That's why he didn't want fact checking. He thought he could go in there, say what he wanted to say, and do what he wanted to do and leave. But Shawty wasn't having it. And it fucked him up. He will never interview with her ever again in life, or nobody like her.
She nasty. Like,
that's what he said. She nasty.
So shout out to her for real. You know what I'm saying? The Black Lady of the Week, Rachel Scott, American journalist. You know what I'm saying? For ABC News, y'all want to check her out. She's at the University of Southern California. She got a BA there. She been a news journalist for the ABC now since 2015. So she's not new to this. You know what I'm saying? So she got an award for news and documentary, Emmy Award for outstanding emerging journalist. So she not no motherfucking lightweight. Problem was Trump didn't look up shit. He don't research shit. So if he would research her, he would know she would not come in there to fucking play. Period. And I give her big credit, bruh, for I know she was up there sweating like shit, but with so much happening so fast that she still had control of this. She got so much out of him that nobody have gotten. The girl in the middle got out the cognitive test. Even the bitch from Fox tried her best to help him, still fucked up and got out the fact that he don't give a fuck about the vice president. So just by being in that black situation, not around hostile black people that's going to fuck like Roland Martin, just going to debate him back and forth and cut him off and every time he talk, right? No Joy Reeds, just people he don't know. They just black people. And he can get somebody here he comfortable with that's a black person and she can't control it. It's two people there asking questions. She kept trying to cut him off. They just kept saying, I got one more question for him. And kept on peppering his bitch ass. She tried to help him. She went on Fox the next day and said, everybody, yeah. Huh?
She went on Fox that night and trashed Rachel Scott.
Exactly.
That's just what she did. That motherfucker, what's her name? Harris Faulkner. She went on Fox that night because I sent the video around and trashed her, talking about she was emotional. She putting her emotions and all that, and she shouldn't have did what she did and all this whole other shit. She went on there and cut that girl off at the knees and trashed her to Fox.
And then let's make it clear to everybody that they both of them supposed to be there. But whether y'all know it or not, somebody has been nominated to the Democratic Party lately. So schedules has changed. So what the vice president tried to do was say, now that my schedule has changed, there's a lot going on. You could just zoom me in on Zoom, but they denied her for that. So therefore, she wasn't there. They rescheduled for September. So September is the day she'll be there. Simple as that. But shouts out to Miss Scott for holding that bitch ass nigga feet to the fire. Even though you was under fire while you was trying to hold him under fire. Black Lady of the Week. For sure. I got honorable mention too for the Black Lady of the Week too. You know what I'm saying, dog? Honorable mentions. The Olympics, everybody knows on. And the Black Lady has brought home gold. You know what I'm saying, dog? And when she brought home gold, she tweeted out to Trump, I love my black job, you bitch nigga. She didn't say bitch nigga, but I love my black job. Simone Biles, you know what I'm saying, dog? Honorable mentions, you know what I'm saying, dog, for the Black Lady of the Week. You know? Now, so much going on with these MAGAs. You know what I'm saying, dog? We just had to clear that up. These MAGA fools. You know what I'm saying? And we had to get Black Lady her shots out for standing in there and holding up with these fucking fools. You know what I'm saying? Now, it is so much going on in politics right now. The Veep stakes is on. And we got 4 finalists for the Veeps. Right? And one outside. Black dark horse, if you want to call it, right? Now, as we look on the screen, we got Shapiro, that's in motherfucking Pennsylvania, right? You got Kelly, that's in Arizona, senator from Arizona. You got the governor from Kentucky in the joint. And you also got Minnesota governor in the mix. Now, looking at this motherfucking lineup, as we go over each one of them, so y'all can know who they are, right? But before we get deep into these motherfuckers, so you know definitely what they about, what they've been doing. Tony, what do you think about this last 4, these 4 that's left? You muted? Go ahead.
My order: Shapiro, the astronaut, Kelly, Bashir, then the last guy. That's how I think. That's how I rank them. But I think not Bashir. I think
Shapiro.
I think Kelly and Shapiro is close. I think it's gonna come down to them two and what she want. I think if she want to put Pennsylvania in the bag, I think it's Shapiro. I think she can get. I think she can get. I think it's Shapiro for real.
Okay, Shapiro is Joshua David Shapiro, born in 1973. He's 51 years old, and he's Jewish.
Yep.
And the knock on him is he was anti when they was out there protesting with the Gaza Strip. He was anti-Gaza Strip. So I don't know about you. I don't know. You tell me, would that hurt him if she put him on a ticket? And now, as she cleared away from the Gaza thing from Biden, does she put him on now with this Gaza thing?
Put him on. Be him being this is more.
It's two things. Hold on, before you go, that right there, and then answer the question about public schools. He's not with public schools. He with charter schools. That's gonna be a problem too. Those two sticky issues, bro.
I think he's so popular in Pennsylvania, and then he getting out there now, and a lot of people like him. I think this.
Let's talk about it. Would that hurt her? Would that be something she had to worry about with this Gaza thing? He was against the protesters, and he not with public schools. Those two key might be union problems too.
Nah, because she already got all the unions in the bag.
But if you put him on there,
all the unions, but damn near
every unions though. If you put him on just an he just straight charter that.
Straight charter school. Nah.
It's unless he get up there and say I'm all whatever what she want or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a problem. The Gaza and schools, that is a tight situation there. If you want to put that shit on her, I don't think nothing should mess her up right now. You shouldn't muddy her up with nothing, to be honest with you. She clean.
It don't matter. It don't matter if he do got some baggage. That's some baggage, but that's not major baggage. Okay. The thing is, if you put him out there against JD Vance is so fucking unpopular right now. Nobody likes JD Vance.
He's a Jew now. You know that, right? This will be the first Jew.
Be the first Jew.
So do you want to muddy? That's another piece of mud on her because she's the first woman. First, they fucking with her virginity now. It's like, bro, do you want to add on Jew?
Okay, Biden the second Catholic.
Let's talk about this. Do you want to add on Jew with the whole thing going on right now? The first Jew. Do you want to add that on to smother up her first woman thing? First black woman. Now you got the first Jew. Do you want to do that?
It'll come up. It won't hurt her. It won't hurt her.
But no matter what, you just want him regardless, huh?
No, it's not want him regardless. It's
like no matter what the deal is, just whatever, huh?
Would it hurt her? It's
that Gaza shit will fuck her completely up. They're gonna have to answer for that.
If it will hurt her by now, they would have basically told him you ain't it. If they thought it would hurt her, they would have told her you ain't it, and he would have been like, this told him, look, we don't want to put it out there that that we disqualifying you or whatever. You just go ahead and drop out like some of the other ones. But if they thought that would hurt her, he wouldn't make it that. He wouldn't make it that far. He would have made it that far.
Point of the issues. That's all.
Yeah.
Then we got Senator Kelly though.
I think they're gonna bring it up as an issue, but it's
gonna be a problem. It's something they're gonna have to defend for sure. So we got Arizona motherfucker Senator Mark Kelly. Now, Mark Kelly, first of all, was in the United States Marines, Naval. He's a fucking astronaut. His wife was a senator and was shot in the head and survived it. So she's a victim of gun violence. Yikes. He was a captain in the Army, the Gulf War, in the Navy, NASA astronaut. Jiminy Christmas. I don't know. What you think about that one, Tony? This is Senator Kelly from Arizona. We talking about now. Astronaut. He actual astronaut. Went into space. He was actually in space.
Okay, that's cool.
Wow.
But he's a senator now. He took his wife's spot.
Let's talk about it.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick too. That's why I say I think him and Shapiro is close. He's a good pick, and especially he's a good. If he gets in there, she can throw gun control at him and just let him handle it and go do something else.
No bullshit. What his wife did too? Yeah. And the border. He already on the border state.
And I thought about that earlier, that he's a senator of a border state.
Yikes.
And see, that border bill, that dumbass told him not to.
He could be there and say he was waiting to vote for it too.
Look, if it's him, him being a senator from a border state, he can actually come out with some tougher shit.
True.
In the border bill,
and give her the advice about the border too.
It passed, and it won't be like with him. She already pulling immigration away from Trump.
Maybe because he's a safe bet. Maybe put it like this. He is a safe bet. Can we say that?
Safe.
He's just a safe. Nothing can hurt him. He's just a safe bet. Almost like Biden. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now we just think about that is she just put in Obama old officials in her campaign now, right? And just thinking of that, they picked Biden, right? So if we think in the same way, she's the first black female, they're gonna do the same thing with the Biden thing. Somebody that's old in the Senate that just know things, just they can govern, right or wrong. Or
yeah, but they ain't gonna. I
don't know if you knew that. And then she got Obama people in that joint now.
She got damn near his whole fucking campaign. She got the one Jen O'Malley was already. She was from Obama campaign. She got damn near the whole campaign and his whole staff in place now.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
They're not going.
So think the way they was thinking. They picked Biden. Now think about that. So look at this list.
At this point, she probably opinion, but their opinion, but mostly Eric Holder and them already vetted the final four. So it's on her. It's
another good thing about
it's about right now who she won.
Another good thing about Kelly is a Democratic governor, so she can appoint a Democrat. While he can run for joint, it's gonna be back up 2 years from now. But right now, it'd be a Democrat there. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, that's not even a loss if she pluck him out of that joint. So that's a good thing. True. So that he's an astronaut, Navy. So that give her the bona fides with the motherfucking foreign policy and her own foreign policy, which together overweighs these two fools easy. I've really started to think. I don't know. Let's keep going. Now
she don't need nobody on foreign policy.
Shit.
She don't need nobody on foreign policy.
Did you think Obama needs somebody on foreign policy?
Obama did. She don't. But
Biden was not no foreign policy person.
Are you crazy?
What?
Joe Biden is a foreign policy guru. Are you crazy?
Working man type of shit. That's why he got him.
You know, you better go back and check.
Adam though.
Motherfucking when it comes to foreign policy, hey, Biden is a guru.
I know that, but that's not why he picked him. Picked him because he was a working man, Stratton man, whatever the fuck that was.
Oh, but when it comes to foreign policy, it ain't nobody in government that can fuck. Look, Biden just showed you what he can do. He just did something that I don't give a fuck who the president ever was. He did something yesterday.
We tell everybody
that nobody else ever could.
Exactly.
That dude, when it comes to foreign policy and dealing with foreign leaders, hey, he the man.
Now everybody don't know he got 16 people home today from Russia, and that right there is something you got to applaud. Once you start doing stuff like that, that's not no politics. We shouldn't debate none of that, right? But you got Trump coming and saying, I would have done better. That's the dumbest shit, bro. You got people home, people that got captured while you was president. It's just like, come on, man. And shouts out to Brittany Griner. She's playing in USA games after being fucking in Russia all that time. So now she in the game. So that's cool too.
The dude is starved for attention. He gonna say anything. If tonight Joe Biden sent a motherfucker up to the moon, he gonna come out tomorrow and say that wasn't good enough. If it was me, I'd have put him on Mars.
And then we got Tim Walz, the governor of Minnesota, right? He was in the army.
Yeah,
He was a motherfucking he was a teacher and a high school baseball coach and football coach. And he's real progressive. So he one of the progressive wing Democrats too. So United States Army, National Guard, Minnesota Army, and National Guard. He's commander too.
I think it's him. If
So I didn't know. Now hold on. Now I didn't know he had army credentials. So I kind of look at him different now. At first, I thought he was just a good, like a politician to get past bills that Democrats like. You feel me? Now I didn't really know he was an army vet. So I don't know. He can move up with Kelly.
Nah, I think the only way he gets it is that's who she really wants.
And remember, he started his widow shit too. This is the one that started him saying widow, calling him widow.
If that's who I think he gets it if she say that's who I feel most comfortable with as my vice president. I don't think he beats out the top two. I don't think.
Well, first of all, hold on before we go any further, right? Your pick was Shapiro, right? Right?
Yep.
Shapiro? All right. And my joint is Kelly. So because we already passed him. So and now I didn't know Main Man had the army credentials though, Walz in Minnesota. So now looking at him different, like what he brings. He brings the army, he brings the fact that he was a coach in college, he coached football, you know what I'm saying? He brings element. And he real progressive. So you won't lose nobody in your party. The left wing, what's the thing with the Young Turks? They won't get too crazy. You feel me? With this fool, right? So you kind of check all boxes with him too. You check the army, you sew up your motherfucking foreign policy shit, you sew up your bills too, because he with all the bills that she with. You feel me? And he way more progressive than her. So now looking at him, he kind of fit more than Kelly and the rest of them almost now. Then I'm looking at it. I don't know.
All of them good choices.
No. We breaking them down though. We all know they're good choices.
I'm saying all of them good choices. What he brings, look, it's going to come down. It's going to come down to who brings something to the ticket. He brings the least. Him and Bashir bring the least. He don't bring Minnesota because he already got Minnesota. Minnesota it hasn't voted Republican since the 80s. So she don't, and you really don't need Minnesota. If it's Bashir don't really bring nothing because Democrats ain't never gonna get Kentucky, not no presidential election. So it's gonna come down.
We haven't got to Bashir yet.
I'm saying. So
we talking Walz.
If it's Walsh.
No.
Walsh,
I mean, what do you think about him? All his things he bringing.
The military background is good because you always that always plays good, especially with
these are some candidates, bro.
Yeah, especially with the military and she being a woman, and this be the first woman commander in chief. Yes, being in a military background will play real good.
So if we look at now, Kelly with the background in the army and an astronaut, shit, I will pick him. Fuck it, just the fact of that. Then you got Main Man, the same thing. He had the army background too, and he was a coach in college, and he real progressive. So he's a good one too. Now, so now the next one is you just said his name from Kentucky, Andy Bashir. What do you think about him? Now, I seen a couple of joint what's the names of him, doing stump speeches and stuff. He's not a real electrifying motherfucking stump speech, first of all. And him and motherfucking Trump running mate been going back and forth about Mountain Dew. But
yeah,
which is good. He already picked a fight with him. But be honest with you, if it's just something about him, man, that makes me think he really in the rankings, bro. Because let's say like you like what's his name? Riccello? What's his name? The first one. Shapiro, right? Because he bring Pennsylvania. But what if you get an actual person that just is the same as a Pennsylvania? You don't have to have him. You feel me? So if you bring him in a joint, dude from Kentucky, and have him campaign in Pennsylvania, it's almost the same.
No.
Now you see what I'm saying?
It's so popular.
Hold on.
Popular.
I get that.
Damn near
But
he damn near will guarantee you Pennsylvania.
I get that. But what about other states with him with the Gaza and this fucking what's the name with the schools? You're gonna lose some other shit fucking with him though. So if you use motherfucking dude from Kentucky, right? And use him as that guy, that working class white guy that I always been telling you about, really. And just have him campaign with Shapiro in Pennsylvania, which is the same fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? And this person and you keep him in Pennsylvania, which you need him at, and you can campaign with somebody that gives you that same voter. That's the only goal of this is get that voter, right? Because Pennsylvania, if she can't get Pennsylvania without him, she already in trouble.
But getting Pennsylvania, if you get Pennsylvania and you lock down the blue wall, Trump don't have no way to win.
If I use your logic, if she steals motherfucking Arizona, it's the same thing with Kelly.
But with those, right now, she got more past the 270 than Trump got. Trump got like about one, maybe two different paths to get to 270. She got a few paths to get this Arizona if she want to go that way, or
I'm saying you can get Pennsylvania without him being on your ticket, though.
You can't.
You can't get Arizona without Kelly on your ticket.
See, this goes back to what you're saying earlier about her bringing over all the Obama folks.
Mm-hmm.
What they're going to do is what they are brought over for is they're going to use the Obama strategy. Obama strategy wasn't the rural areas. Obama won by running up the votes in the urban areas, in the cities, in the suburbs. That's what they for. They to get them white working women, get them out and get the younger voters out, which she is getting way more than him right now because of his dumbass VP pick. With any of these dudes, it's about
they're all good. It's hard as shit, but I don't know. It's tough. This is gonna be a tough pick for her. Then you gotta realize this is a huge pick for her. This is the first pick she ever had as the nominee. The first decision she makes.
If you want to if you want to get your agenda through, you need governance. You need
But
governance.
if you get
So
Bashir,
you got a Democratic governor in a red state, you know, you can get more, you can get more shit done, you know. And you got these motherfuckers, because I think it's a couple of governors that's Democratic governors in red states. So it's all come down to strategy.
now one problem with that's why North Carolina got dropped out, because the person under him was a Republican. He would have fucked the whole thing up. He would went and campaigned some goddamn way. He would pick everybody rights.
Plus, he won that Senate seat in 2 years.
As soon as he go campaign, whoever that Republican was dogging people, bro.
Yeah, it's Mark. What's his name? It's the motherfucker that said black people had it good when motherfucking and Jim Crow. That motherfucker make
looking to skyrocket.
And he don't want to leave the state under Republican control. He got the campaign.
Yeah,
and that's his striking, putting laws down that he can't control no more. He don't
plus he got 2 more years left on his term. I don't think he can run again. Or he said he wants to run. He wants that Senate seat. That Senate seat.
Yeah, he gonna now because the vice president joint will fuck his whole state up if he leaves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was a good move for him. That's what I'm starting to think the Pennsylvania guys should stay in Pennsylvania and keep a stronghold on that.
North Carolina leans red anyway.
Yeah, but we can steal it. You're not understanding the map. Like, they can lean red all they want, but Obama won it. You just don't know. And you don't know what this map is. Another thing you have a problem with is you can't keep stuck on like the coalitions of Biden or whoever the fuck, because she ain't them. She has to have her own coalition. It can't be Biden's. It can't be Obama's. She got to get her own shit. And be honest with you, she has her motherfucking joint. Everybody that made their own Zooms, it's her coalition now. White women, white men, Hispanics, blacks, gays. This is her coalition. They gave your coalition. Her coalition is not fucking Biden.
Check this out.
What's gonna get her over the top is winning the Biden working white class. Yeah. If she get those voters that Biden locks down regardless, if she get those voters from Trump, she gonna win in a landslide. She have to win the white working voters. I've been trying to tell you that, bro.
This is the deal. The way I see it. If she gets Pennsylvania and Michigan, done deal. He can't win.
That's cool.
He can't. If she gets Pennsylvania and she's leading in Pennsylvania, she's tied in Michigan. Now that's where the Obama people come in, because if they run up the vote and get the vote out in Detroit and Lansing and a population, and where the population centers are in that state, and in motherfucking and in Virginia, I keep forgetting. That's how Obama flipped Virginia.
Virginia. That's an example.
He won the suburbs of DC, the Arlington, the goddamn the Herndons.
Virginia is a good example of when you go into a race, you're not expecting to win Virginia. Hillary won. You see what I'm saying? You're not expecting to win that. But people shit changed. People had different coalitions, bro. You start off trying to get together with the same coalition you always had, but at the end, it's gonna be your own joint. It's gonna be a different one at the end. And her joint is completely different from Biden's. So what she have to do is get the older voters and the white working class voters. She has everything else locked up. And she get those things, put a dent in Trump shit with those two joints. This shit is over. And her vice president goes a long way to knocking these joints out. That's why she can't get nobody that's going to be a flaming liberal, bro. That's going to fuck her campaign up. She can't get nobody that's going to have liberals mad at her. Now her poll numbers started dropping because Democrats is not involved no more. That's what you got to worry about. That's why Biden.
because what was we talking about earlier? We was talking about Gen Z, and we was talking about millennials. Millennials and Gen Z, they are very, very liberal. Those are very liberal people, and you gotta remember this.
She has that.
You could be 8. You got to be 18 to vote. You got August, September, and October. You got thousands, if not more, millions of more millennials and Gen Z Gen Z that can come out to vote. You want to run that up. You want to run that up, and
cool. She can run that up all she want, but if old people and white working class is voting for Trump, she gonna lose. Period. She have to put a dent in those two joints. Yeah. White working class. In fact, she should try to win those white working classes.
Right.
And the motherfucking white working class is their vote are harder because they more lean towards the guns and racist shit. Right. So it's harder to plow them out. What she need to do is make them don't want to vote for him. Make them say, you know what, that's my man, but I'm not even gonna vote this time. I'm just gonna see if he wins. Type shit. You feel me? Now she got enthusiasm where women are going out to make sure she motherfucking president. It's a huge difference now. You know what I'm saying? So this change. That's why I say the vice president pick is huge. It cannot turn off. It cannot
got a problem.
It cannot
woman problem that ain't going nowhere because of his dumb ass pick for VP and the childless cat lady comments.
I'm talking about hers. I'm talking about her joint. It's really important because he got. Hold on. Her joint is so important because she already gathered her coalition without nobody help. She already have her coalition.
Yeah.
So now her vice president pick is real important because if she picks somebody that turns off any of these people that's already made her coalition, she making a mistake. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There's only two people in this full lineup. It's just bland and just like motherfucking Biden. And I guarantee you it's gonna be Waltz or fucking main man from Arizona, because either one of them hurt you at all. The other two can be an issue because main man a lot better in Gaza, easy, and main man in Kentucky, which is almost completely useless to her. You feel me? But these two here come into play by being seasoned vets. You got to notice that's what Obama got, a seasoned vet. So I guarantee it's going to be Waltz or Kelly. It had to be Kelly because he's coming with so much with him that it enhances her campaign. He fits right into her campaign like a puzzle.
Shapiro, if it's Shapiro,
he's not gonna be it.
Bring fire. That's why I think it's
you don't need that. Do you think she needs fire to her campaign right now?
You need all the fire.
Both of them up without no
never turn it down
right now.
Brings that, and he's right now he's a popular choice.
Now Kelly from Arizona is not allowed, but I keep telling you, bro. I watched this motherfucking debates the other day. He not allowed, like he ain't gonna say shit.
Oh, he laid back.
Shit Trump like that. And I really think that right there disqualifies him, because if you put him on your ticket, he now becomes like Trump in them. And then your campaign is supposed to be completely away from Trump. You turn the page on Trump. This is a new breed. This is not Trump. You're not talking down on people. You're not doing none of that. And so you get a vice president that run around saying, Trump, stop talking shit. Stop shit talking America. Like, you ain't doing nothing but adding to the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? To the ravaged motherfucker out there, they gonna be looking like, okay, now they all the same. Like, I don't know what she talking about now. Her vice president, okay, you muted. Her vice president doing the same shit. So fuck it.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Go ahead.
Because you really need, lately, Democrats been going on TV, and these motherfuckers been cussing. They've been going hard. This is a different Democratic Party now. The shit that the Republicans used to do and get away with it, they're not getting away with it no more. And that is part of the appeal of Kamala Harris. Like, that's why they keep saying the prosecutor versus the felon, because she ain't taking no shit off of him. And he say something like today. Today is JD Vance's birthday. They put out a release on JD Vance's birthday, a 2-page release that just tore his ass out the frame. These people, it's a new breed of Democrat that's out there. The one that you, especially you and me, but especially you said you got on here 1,000 times to say these motherfuckers ain't got no backbone, they soft, they don't fight back. Oh no, not this one, not these.
I gotta give you that, because every time, like, we've been doing this podcast, I just don't like the way they don't fight. Like, it's almost they got a motherfucking leftover from Obama when she said, don't go low and all that. It's like they all follows that. And now you have a new leader that's not playing none of that. Like, that nigga say something in his mouth, say something ASAP. Don't let that shit slide. ASAP. This nigga got a birthday, fuck his birthday. Send some motherfucking bombs at his party. That's what the fuck shit he on. Like, she on something different, bro. She on something different from Hillary. I always thought Hillary was a nasty politician.
Oh, yeah,
but when she was running with Trump, she held back on some of that. She didn't just go all out like she normally would. But now, Shawty
to be she didn't want to come off as the crazy woman.
Kamala going in ASAP. She's not playing now. Meet me at a debate. Stop talking shit. Stop talking. Come to my face. There's no more playing, bro. You know what I'm saying? I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
With Hillary, look, Obama and Hillary took a lot of shit off the table that Kamala Harris don't deal with. Obama took the black issue off the table. Hillary took the woman issue off the table and a temperamental woman, and Obama took the angry black man off the table or the angry black person. She don't have to deal with that because that shit already been dealt with. She could come out and go straight hard.
It makes so bad. I was crushed when Hillary lost that joint, bro. Hillary lost that joint. I was crushed, bro. But she lost that joint in order for us to have the first black. Like, it was like it's like American history used black people to come up, right? White people used us. This time we used a white bitch. We let you hit your head on the fucking ceiling. And now we're gonna bring a black woman in, and she's gonna move some of this glass out of the way and step her pretty feet through. You know what I'm saying, dog? And say, where is the bacon? Put it in the greens and let's get to cooking. You know what I'm saying? Nah. I love it. And the fact that she had the chance to be president is because the backlash. They gave us a backlash. We still living in a backlash from Obama. They've been trying to fuck us, get back at us for that since then. We done took your bitch ass white backlash and we're gonna up you one. We took your punch and then we're gonna come back with a black lady. You know what I'm saying? That'd be some funny shit for sure. Now, hold on, let me see. Tony want to say something. You had something to say? Oh. If Trump win, what you mean what happened next? Like, we not like y'all, bruh.
What's happening next is 2025. That's what happens next.
What happens next is black motherfuckers get fucked. Period. You know what I'm saying, dog? Oh shit.
Project 2025 comes with the quickness.
Now, last couple the Olympics, it's been a motherfucking issue going on in the Olympics. We got a boxer that was going out the joint and in the women's boxing matches, and everybody's saying she's a man. He's a man in the boxing joint. Now, everybody know that Republican can't stand this shit at all, right? They can't stand no bisexual person. They can't stand no motherfucker. None gay people. They can't stand none of that, right? So automatically, when stuff like this happens in motherfucking around the world or in the Olympics, they always point to this. You feel me? So first, I'm gonna let y'all hear so y'all can understand what we're talking about right here. This is Fox News talking about boxing in the Olympics, fighting in female boxing.
Who has now erupted out of Paris. An Algerian boxer shown in the red uniform who failed a gender eligibility test last year has now won an opening fight after only 46 seconds. Her opponent breaking down in tears, calling it, quote, unjust. Greg Palcott picks it up from London with more on what happened in the ring. Greg.
Hey, Bill. Yeah, big controversy indeed at the Olympics. A boxer deemed a biological male beating an Italian female opponent, with the Italian crying out, "I couldn't take it anymore," despite failing that gender test by the International Boxing Association and being banned from an international tournament last year. Algerian 25-year-old Iman Khalif was okayed by Olympic authorities to compete. And apparently today it was a very one-sided fight with Italian Angela Carini, also 25. After just 46 seconds and several sharp punches to the head, including the nose by Khalif, Carini abandoned the fight, threw her helmet to the floor, stormed off the boxing ring, and in fact went on to say that she had never felt such strong blows in a contest before. Now, Algerian Khalif has...
All right.
Okay. We can end this controversy right now. That is a woman. She was born a woman. She still is a woman. She's not a very good looking woman. I want to say that, but that is a woman. She has fought as a woman before, and she fought in women boxing and been beat up by other women. She's a woman. She's not transgender. She ain't had no sex change or none of that, or wasn't born a man. That's a woman. Fox News.
And that was Fox fucking News that just said all that.
Put it out. It's not true. She's a woman.
Bruh.
And they're not going to retract it. Even the head of one of the heads of the Olympics came out and told us there are no transgender athletes in this Olympics.
But make it so bad. She come from Sudan, I think. She will fucking get murdered if she was some gay trans. You can't even do that shit there.
You're right. It's illegal.
Like, what the fuck? Like, some of this MAGA shit be so dumb, bro. Like, it take you 2 minutes to look up some facts.
You hear me now, bro?
Huh?
Creed said he couldn't hear me. So I'll repeat. That's a woman that was born a woman. Is a woman. She don't have a thingamabob. She's fought as a woman, been beat up by other women. The other chick just couldn't take getting punched in the face by that hard-looking woman.
Now we're gonna listen to Megan. Y'all know Megan Kelly. They used to be on Fox, right?
Hey, she a man.
To compete against women last year because it's a man. The person splitting hairs. Everyone's splitting hairs around this person, saying, "Well, he has XY chromosomes, but I guess we can't call him a man because he calls himself a woman." I don't give a shit. You have XY chromosomes. You're a man for athletic purposes and other purposes. And this person was banned from competing in international tournaments last year, and yet was allowed to enter the Olympics so he could pummel female boxers.
Again, boy, these people. Oh my God. I think misinformation is what they just do. Fuck it. First of all, again, this is a natural born woman. She is not a trans, whatever the fuck. She doesn't take hormones. She is an actual, factual woman. Period.
I mean, she an ugly woman, but yet it's a woman.
Born,
She
as
a
you can see,
ugly, hard-hitting woman.
her kid picture. She actually is a woman. A little girl there too. Her grandmother, her aunties, everybody's putting pictures on the internet, trying to let people know she's a woman. She is an actual woman. She's not a man. That whole Fox day, 24 hours, told people she was a man, bro. And that feeds into their whole narrative of, oh, Democrats let gay people do all this stuff. You feel me?
Hey, Creed, we're not trying to defend it because if you go way back with us, you know,
it's a girl.
I don't agree with that shit.
First of all, it's nothing to defend when it's a girl. It's just, if that was a fucking man, you think me and Tony would be like, why would a man be boxing a girl? For what?
Yeah, I don't get down with that shit.
There's no reason to do that. And why would, and again, the Olympics don't just let people do that. You gotta go through tests and shit. You can't just fight a woman. Like some of this shit just, bruh, like if some of these MAGA people, bruh, is just look up some shit before they react.
Right.
Like some of this shit, if you look up 2 seconds, you'd be like, nah, this can't even be true.
Have you think she look like a man? Have you seen Brock Lesnar's daughter? Brock Lesnar's daughter look like him.
What's the motherfucker that do podcasts? Bald head white dude. Rogan, right?
Yeah, Joe Rogan.
The other day, this motherfucker was doing a podcast, right? And I know half MAGAs don't do nothing but watch this fool, listen to this fool. He literally said that Biden's State of the Union speech was pre-recorded, was fake.
I saw that. I scrolled.
Oh, you saw that shit?
I saw it. I scrolled on past it. I didn't even finish read.
It continues,
I didn't continue on because it was asinine.
You should have listened.
You saying that the State of the Union was pre-recorded? That means all of your buddies, the Republicans, had to go right along with it.
Bruh, it's the dumbest shit. It was a nigga sitting there with him when he said it. It was like, I don't know how this even possible. The Republicans let him do that. So Joe Rogan is sitting in this fucking shit after saying that dumbass shit and just saying, nah, they probably went along with it. They didn't know. The Republicans didn't know. So maybe it was like, what about Mike Johnson sitting behind him? How did he let that happen? So Joe Rogan is looking so fucking dumb. He stops to say, all right, look it up. Look it up. Biden at the State of the Union. And it was fake. He told them to look it up. They looks it up and they can't find it. This is on air, bro, live. So they look it up. They can't find it. He was like, no, type this in. Look at this in. And they can't find it. So maybe I was like, hold on. How the hell can they do that? And what about the TV stations? They went live. They was in with this too. So they looked it up. They looked the joint up and it was fake. He looked at it and was like, oh, they got me.
That would have been the biggest conspiracy, the biggest and largest conspiracy in the world. Ain't no way in hell. You would have had to have Democrats, Republicans. You would have to have all types of shit. You would have had the media, the TV people, the Secret Service, everybody in there had to be on that.
It was ignorant shit to say, bruh. Like, that was some dumb shit, bruh. For him to say that, we got millions of people listen to it. Some people probably clicked off of that. They still believe that it was fake that day. Now you see what I'm saying?
I kept scrolling. I'm like, this is a dumbass.
That was
how you let that even come out your mouth?
Now you see what I'm saying about these niggas. They say this dumbass shit, bro. They know I'm starting to think some of them really don't have no sense. Like, I done found out Trump is dumb, right? He's just dumb. He don't know about policy enough. He's just dumb as fuck. Like he let people tell him what policy is. Like Project 2025, he probably went in the room and say, "Hey, y'all get my agenda together," and left out.
That's why he don't know what DEI is.
When he say he don't know what the fuck is in 2025 project, he literally don't know, bro. He just told him to shit up. He told him to write the shit up, and when I become president, we're gonna implement the shit.
What I tell you?
It's just real simple. DEI. He have no clue what the fuck it is. But he hates it.
A few weeks ago. Trump, yeah, he's dangerous, but he's not the real dangerous one. The real dangerous ones are the ones behind him and the ones that putting these dumbass ideas. They're not telling him exactly what the fuck they doing.
He's a dumb
what you want him to go out and say and know what he will go out and run with. While they putting together some shit that worse than fucking Project 2025.
If you just give me power, I'm gonna let you do whatever it is you like to do. You know what I'm saying? For example, if somebody was to give you a government, if I was the governor right now, and my motherfucking sister is a real estate agent, do you think she blow up or not as a real estate agent? I'm a fucking governor. You know what I'm saying? It's like some shit is just automatic, right? Just automatic come up. It's gonna be automatic come up, right?
That mofo is a puppet. That's all he is. He's the puppet. It's somebody else pulling the strings. But you got to stop him to stop them.
But I'm saying, yeah, he the spearhead of it, but he has no brain. He had no energy. He had no engine. Somebody else is the engine. Somebody else is the brain. He's just a vehicle.
Yeah, that's
in there. You know what I'm saying? And once you're in there, he's just happy to be the vehicle. He don't give a fuck. Bring me the shit, whatever y'all want to do. Somebody brought him them judges. He probably the first time he ever heard of these judges when they gave him the list, bro. He still ain't know what it was. You see what I'm saying? It's just like he making it obvious when you talk to him. That's why I like the fact those black women brought so much out of him. You can see that he don't know shit. He don't know what he mad. The shit he mad at. He don't know what it is. DEI. He can't stand DEI. He call everybody DEI. He don't even know what it means.
He don't know what it means. All they doing, they give him just enough information. That's all. They give him just enough.
Hate. That's it. Give me some shit they to hate about. That's it.
Yep.
Exact words that former President Donald Trump is using to defend his appearance at the National Association of Black Journalists convention yesterday, an appearance in which he questioned Harris's race.
She was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?
Of course, Harris is both and has been very clear about that. She spoke extensively about it, in fact, over the years. And to Charlemagne the God, host of the Breakfast Club radio show, she talked about it.
I'm black.
Yes.
And I'm proud of being black.
Absolutely.
And I was born black. I will die black. And I'm proud of being black. And I'm not going to make any excuses for anybody because they don't understand.
Let's stop right there. Again, Tony, a lot of stuff that I was mad about. Hey, Tony. A lot of stuff that I was disappointed about her, Biden, everybody.
Yep.
They started to eliminate some of those disappointments. Hey, they started to get rid of a lot of things I ain't like. She said, motherfucker, look, let's end this. I'm black. I was born black. I'm proud to be black. And I'm going to die black. Enough. Now you see what I'm saying?
Enough.
That's all I wanted to hear out of her mouth. You know what I'm saying? I've been saying that for a minute. Huh?
I said that's all.
That's the only things I've been barking about, like Democrats too soft. And Camilla, say black once or twice here and there, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't get all my stuff, Tony. You gotta tell me. I'm getting everything I want, though. You gotta tell me. Ever since Biden left, I get everything I want. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Yeah.
God.
Oh yeah.
Ain't all I want, bruh. But I don't know. Over the overall thing is, I just like the fact that she going hard. She going hard. She going hard with what she wants, she believe in, and she going hard on motherfucking. Her strategy is going hard. You know what I'm saying? Is you muted?
Man, all that look. This whole campaign is going hard. They ain't playing. They ain't playing. And it's going because look. In about a month after the Democratic convention, it's gonna get real dirty. Oh, you must have stepped off. But look, after the Democratic convention, it's gonna get real dirty around here. They gonna come up with some shit. They gonna make up stuff. They gonna make up shit on the fly. They gonna invent shit. It's gonna get real ugly, and you gonna need people that's gonna fight back, and ain't gonna take no shit off of them. And they showing you right now, we ain't taking no shit off of none of y'all. We gonna fight back. Y'all come with that bullshit. We coming back at you.
And I love it too. And then we and you, the fact that we down for to go to the lowest they need to go. That's all we wanted. Y'all to fight with us. You know what I'm saying? Don't have us out here fighting by ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't take my damn thought. I knew it was something I meant to say earlier. When you talked about that earlier, it's a little young girl on CNN. I didn't forgot her damn name, but a little young dark-skinned girl with the long braids. She said it, and she said it right the other night. She said, Michelle Obama said, when they go low, we go high. She said, nah, I say when they go low, we go to hell.
Yeah, she kind of chubby. She's sitting in the joint with a yellow shirt on or something with braids.
Yeah, she be on there. She up and coming too, cause she be getting it. She be getting in their business.
You see the black Republican be on the joint? They look like dude from Florida.
Yeah, him.
He be spinning like a motherfucker. He a spin artist. He be on that joint spinning like shit.
Dude.
Damn. I be looking at it like, bro, Trump need to bring you in and pay him, but because you just a good liar. Right. You're a lot good.
That dude the other night, he kept pouring syrup on that shit and calling it pain.
That night, right? You saw that night? Yeah, I'm looking at him like, bro.
The other night after the NABJ. And oh my God. I'm like,
he know how to put that shit up and put some motherfucking syrup on that joint for sure.
Oh yeah, he poured syrup all over that shit and tried to tell us what's wrong with you, bro.
Yeah, Abby Phillips looking at him like,
Abby Phillips like, I know she wanted to say, nigga, please.
No bush. I like, come on, bro. You
lost the fucking mind.
Not to try to defend this dude. You want something different.
Yeah. Hey, though. It was something else I wanted to get into too. It was something else I wanted to get into too, because it was somebody I be seeing lately that I think they must have kicked out the party. Michael Steele.
He ain't a Republican no more. No.
I ain't think he was.
He said independent.
Because he's still on MSNBC. But then they let the other one, the one that brought Sarah Palin into the McCain campaign, Steve Smith, they let him back. A dumb bastard. So he talking shit. And he got the nerve to talk about somebody's vice presidential pick. Dude, you bought us Sarah Palin. What the hell are you talking about?
And I don't know who picked this dude right here. But Trump vice president picked, man. That boy's. I'm glad he picked him. Make it easy for Kamala to be the first black president. First black woman to be president in history, my guys. And today,
I've been scrolling before we get out of YouTube in the day. be scrolling YouTube in the day, and I scrolled across this podcast. Hold on. It's called the I've Had It podcast with Jennifer Welch and Angie Pump Sullivan, two of the whitest women in the world.
Wait, hold on. I have it.
I've had it.
Okay, hold on. Let me ask you something. Is these two white women that can't stand racism?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I fucks with them too, bro. I was gonna pull them up one day.
Oh man,
women that understand what we're saying.
They be on there.
I meant to ask you about them. Yeah,
Jennifer, she be, man, they be sounding like us. They be cussing and talking shit. I be like,
yeah, I left them a message too. Yeah, I know exactly.
I'm meant to leave one today. I'm gonna leave them. Matter of fact,
because you right. So most of the shit they was saying, we could have said it. Like
that's what I was saying. I was like, man, I know. I said I gotta talk to them about this. I'm like,
I've been catching them the last few days. In fact, ever since Miss Harris was on there, she was on that joint a couple of weeks ago.
Man,
Camilla was on there a couple of weeks ago. That's why I got.
Okay,
when I listened to Camilla that day, they was interviewing her, and then their joints come up now, and now I listen to them like these white bitches making sense.
No shit.
Yeah.
Hey, I say the same thing, and I was like, the first one I seen was they straight fried JD Vance. So
it was I think today, and they went in on Trump on the motherfucking when he went to the women's joint. The journalist joint.
Did it? I saw that.
It just made so much sense as white people, and I want to bring them up one day, and so y'all can see it is white people that understand that. When me and Tony be saying the white people that in our history that help us, right? It's white people that really understand what are we saying here.
Hey,
they will actually apologize for white people for doing dumb shit. Yeah. If y'all listen to their podcast, they will actually apologize for white dumb motherfuckers.
Hey, I want to say this though. I'll say this.
We're gonna get shouts out.
If y'all get a check, we're gonna give a shout out to the I've Had It podcast with Jennifer Welch and Angie Pumps Sullivan. And if y'all looking, and if somebody let them know that Hoodviewpolitics fucks with y'all, because y'all are something else.
That's for sure. If we get out of here, it's another motherfucker. Two white women. That's sitting that joint one day. Chicks on the right.
Oh shit, I ain't see that one.
Two white bitches. Oh my God. Every time being in the chat, they be mad as motherfucker. I say I'm the DEI of this motherfucking chat. White niggas be trying to put me out the joint. They be like, get rid of him. He's a troll. Hey, see, I couldn't do these two women that you talking about because they making sense. You feel me? So we're gonna bring them on one day. We're gonna change this whole thing up. We're gonna start coming on during the week. We're gonna start analyzing people like them. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna pull them up and start on live stream analyzing podcasts and shit that does what we do. You know what I'm saying? Besides our podcast nights, we're gonna start analyzing.
I had to hurry up and subscribe to that podcast because I got to hear everything.
Man, we both subscribe. That's too many subscribes. We don't get 2 subscribes from the same joints. Nah, yeah.
Hell yeah, that shit they cool because they gonna because when we get in contact with them, they gonna have to they gonna end up subscribing to us. Like,
yeah, send us out to them and all that. Yeah, but that's cool. Check them out for sure. Like he said, motherfucker, I didn't even know he watched them. To be honest with me, again, when we do this podcast, me and Tony don't sit there and say, "What you think about this?" before we talk about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's why so much shit be so organic when we on here. Me and him clash sometimes because we don't know if we disagree on something or not until we on air. And that's how I really like the podcast like that. Because if we was to go with shit like people do, we would know that you don't like it. You already know that I don't like something. You know what I'm saying? It won't be on the spot figuring out that we don't like something, and then we will work through those things. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's better.
Yep.
Appreciate everybody to be tuning in, though, man. Catch us each and every Tuesday and Friday nights for sure. Soon we're gonna make sure all our podcasts will be up on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and we'll start giving y'all straight audio. You know what I'm saying? So,
you know what?
subscribe to our channel too. We had 220 subscribers. We're trying to get to 500 just so we can be irrelevant on the motherfucking YouTube atmosphere. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Yep. You know what? When we get off the air, we got to talk about that because I do got the right setup for that. But we'll talk about that. But anyway, y'all have a good weekend, and we might come back. You know what? We don't even know because if the vice presidential pick, it got to go. Let's probably go down Monday.
Yeah, you're right. We is gonna pop. Let's get our picks out first. Let's say just throw it out. What do you think she gonna pick?
Shapiro. I think Kelly. I think it's
no. I'm like you. I really don't know.
I think it was gonna be, but I've been saying Shapiro. I'm not gonna change. But
I'm gonna do what he did, like the 1A did.
I'm
gonna go Kelly my 1A and Shapiro my 1B.
Yeah,
those two. But my dark horse is Waltz from Minnesota.
I think my dark horse is the Bashir from Kentucky.
I forgot about him. It's just something about him too. Just I don't know. You might be right about him, bro. Because you remember he is the picket fence white dude. He got the 3 little girls. His wife pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Like if you was to say take the dude you like out, right? Do you think he can win Pennsylvania? He can go in and talk those same voters in Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
That's what I think too. That's why I say her pick is gonna be so difficult, bro.
That's why
whoever she picked, this is the hugest decision she ever can make. Because this shit gonna be hard. Like me and you see it's gonna be hard already. You know what I'm saying? Like it's automatically hard if me and you can't figure it out, right? Like I've never been in a vice president search like this, and it was so hard to figure out like which way can she go? Like, because if you close your eyes, in reality, you could just pick one of them, and it'll be a good pick. You feel me?
See, it's got to be like that because I mean, what? It's only been 2 weeks, and you gotta have it by the 7th because the shit in Ohio.
We're gonna know between today and Sunday. We're definitely guaranteed today and Sunday because it's gonna leak out because they're gonna show up on Tuesday together. Somebody got to change their schedules and do all that to get there. And reporters follow their schedules. And the first motherfucker that changed something to go to fucking wherever she at, that's the one.
Yeah, but Sunday night or Monday. I'm
gonna tell you how you ain't gonna never know.
As soon as they paint the plane,
I'm gonna tell you how you ain't gonna never know because she got all 4 of them coming to Pennsylvania Tuesday, so you won't know which one it is.
Yep, but
ain't that some shit? I love the black ladies.
like I keep trying to tell y'all, Democrats and motherfucker Kamala Harris own the news until at the very least after the convention. After Trump is pressed, that's why Trump doing all this wild shit. And
not only that, I think she's changing the party. She's changing, like,
I told you,
she making them aggressive.
I told you, we just talked about that. These are not too normal. This is a new breed of Democrat Party. I'm telling you, in the end, by the time this shit is over, the way we used to complain about how Republicans fought, that's how they're gonna play. They're gonna be them dirty ass Democrats.
I
hope so, bro. Catch y'all motherfuckers Tuesday.
Talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers, none of that shit that's on TV, you know what I'm saying? We're coming straight from the hood.